Hi there. So I've got a bit of a treat today. I'm actually sitting in a helicopter. I'm sitting in with Guy Stevens, who is the pilot. Hello, Guy.
Nice to meet you.
And Guy works for Skyhook Helicopters. Now, what we've been doing, or I've been doing over the last few days, is I've been watching the installation of mobile masts, and particularly in rural areas as part of the shared rural network on the Isle of Uist. So, Guy, I mean, we're in a helicopter. Firstly, did you get into helicopters?
Well, yeah, it's going back a few years now, but I used to work offshore on the oil rigs, working there, not flying, and I quite like the idea of being able to fly out to the oil rigs and then flying home at night. So my parents used to live on the Isle of Mull, farming, and they sold the farm a good few years ago, and they moved down to North Yorkshire, and it was at the same time, and it was the same village where a helicopter outfit was based. Yeah. So I got to meet them, got to know them, and yeah, it went from there really, and I got taught by one of their chief pilots for that operation.
Well, I'm meeting a pilot, which is all very exciting. I'm a little bit like a young boy at the moment with this. It's like a toy. It's fantastic. But we are here to talk about installation of mobile masts, and I suppose the first question I want to ask is, why a helicopter?
Well, it's a remote island. There's no real cranes on the island which are available to do this kind of work, and we're stuck up on the top of a hill. So there are no roads or access to that site. So
well, I've just to reiterate on that, I've just come in via the car and the plane that as it landed, and there's not much here. Someone pointed out to me there's no trees, and that's because of the wind. It's extremely flat, but road access is certainly not accessible up to. I mean, we're over, if you can see, over these hills. You've been going up and back.
Yeah, it's about 2 miles in that direction where the site is at the moment.
And 2 miles. I mean, how long does it take you to get there and back?
Oh, about 2 minutes.
2 minutes.
Yeah.
And yesterday I saw the installation of one mast. We're already onto a second mast. I mean, if we were using road transport, let's just say there was access tracks, how would that take, do you think, in time?
Oh, to build the mast, I would have thought 2 or 3 days for each mast, whereas we can do it within a day.
Within a day. And equally, you said you need a crane to do that.
Yeah.
I've been asking around, there are no cranes on this island.
You need road access, so they would have to put a road in. So there's the infrastructure for that as well.
So a day to do a mast, and we're already on number 2. I think there's a few, about 3 or 4 over the time whilst we're here.
Yeah, there's another one tomorrow. So yeah,
well.
it'd be 3 masts in 3 days.
That is new infrastructure. This infrastructure didn't
new.
exist. So the Isle of Uist here, we've been saying near Loch Boisdale. This is new coverage that will be coming out from those masts, particularly with one operator at the moment. There are other operators, I must say, across the island, but this is new infrastructure that's going in. And I've just been intrigued because it's coloured as well, so it fits in with the landscape.
That's right. Yeah, blends in nicely. So I think this one's a 25-metre mast. So, but with the background of the landscape, it'll be pretty hard to see once it's fully erected.
And what's the, I don't know if you interact with local people here, but the reaction to a helicopter coming in, and say the time-wise, is the impact is minimal, because effectively you're in and you're out.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, we were up here about 3 to 4 weeks ago, flying the materials in for the Loch Boisdale mast, and the general feeling was excitement, and they were very pro the mast build, because they understood that it would give them more coverage and more mobile phone reception. So they were pretty happy.
Excellent. And what's the type of equipment you're bringing in? Because I've seen you've taken some generators and some water. Yeah, these look heavy. I mean, what's the kind of tonnage weight that these are?
Yeah, I mean, it can vary on these kind of jobs. You know, as I say, we do a material fly-in day, which usually consists of the rebar shuttering for the actual concrete base, if that has to go.
Just for our listeners there, what's a rebar?
Oh, rebar is just a reinforced steel which goes within the concrete to reinforce the concrete for the base.
So you've taken the concrete over there, which I suppose gets dropped and then poured.
That's right. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So they dig the hole, and then we essentially fill it with concrete, and then the mast gets built on top of that base.